What's going on, savages? It's your boy Jason Christo. Listen, in today's episode, one of the questions I always get is, Jason, can you find me a good tasting vegan protein powder? And I get it. A lot of these vegan protein powders, let's be honest, taste like fucking garbage. Taste like you just sprinkled some fucking grass in a blender, blended it up, added some water, swallowed it down, and you fucking barf every time. So I understand what you're saying, so I got you covered. So today, what we're gonna do, I keep hearing about this protein powder, so I'm gonna try it for myself. I'm gonna give you guys a review out of 10. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. If you guys are new over here, we do awesome, amazing vegan food reviews to help you understand what vegan foods are gonna taste good, which ones are gonna help to build you muscle and burn you fat. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that bell notification if you wanna know when I drop these amazing videos. Welcome to the family, it's your boy, Jason Christo. Let's just jump right in. We are going to sample. Got this bad boy right here. I'm just fucking excited because I want to fucking taste this. We got vegan protein powder. It's the chocolate cereal by a brand called Ghost. Pea protein, we've got pumpkin seed protein, watermelon seed protein, cocoa powder, so that's awesome. A few of the ingredients I do have an issue with is, number one, we've got xanthan gum. Don't like xanthan gum. We also have tapioca dextrin. Not really a fan of that either. And we also have, what we also have is, my cat came to the door. It is what it is. She just want to bless us with her presence. Now she's leaving. Damn, I want to get her in the camera. Damn. What we also have over here is sucralose. Don't like sucralose either. Xanthan gum is made by fermenting sugars and combining that with bacteria, and then in that process they add alcohol to it. Now it turns into a powder when it dries, and they put that in food and it's used as an additive in food. Now what we have to understand is, the more you go along the lines of the manufacturing process, the more we get things like unnatural food additives that we add, it can cause issues for the body. So some people might notice some gastrointestinal issues that they have if they're consuming too much xanthan gum. Now, for the wide majority of people, if you have this in small quantities, it's not going to give you too much of an issue. And those small quantities are less than 15 grams a day. You're going to find that you don't get as many issues as somebody that might be consuming way too much xanthan gum. And if you're somebody that consumes a lot of processed foods, you're going to find things like xanthan gum. You're going to find things like tapioca dextrin and dextrin, maltodextrin in a lot of processed foods. That's why what you do in the bigger scale is most important. Now, if you're just eating all these processed foods, you're going to have a problem. But how does this fit into your bigger picture and your bigger nutrition plan, which is going to give you the bigger picture in terms of your health when it comes to eating foods that have things like xanthan gum? So what's the bigger picture look like? So what I also didn't like was the tapioca dextrin. Now, tapioca dextrin is when you take something like a polysaccharide, which is many sugars that come from the starches of foods like tapioca, things like corn, things like rice, and they break that down into a powdered form. That's what the dextrin is. They take it from your tapioca. In our case, we have tapioca dextrin. They break it down using hydrolysis, which separates the starch using things like water. And now what ends up happening is you're left with dextrin. Now, the beauty about dextrin, though, is it is gluten-free. So people that have gluten issues, wheat issues, a lot of food allergies might opt for something like a tapioca dextrin to help them out. Now, typically dextrin, again, was used as a powder to help people get more fiber in. So you can have a little bit of fiber. It can act as a prebiotic, for example, that can really help your microbiome and your good bacteria flourish. Now, it doesn't have as many nutrients in it because, as I said, when you go down the manufacturing process, you're removing the nutrients. Now, in the case of tapioca, which comes from the cassava plant, the cassava plant is going to have the most nutrients, but as you extract certain things from it, you lose nutrients in the process. So now we get to the tapioca, then we go and we get to the tapioca dextrin. We're left with not as many nutrients, even though it might still have fiber that can help in terms of your microbiome. Now, if you overdo something like a dextrin, then you're also going to still run into issues and problems. And so that's why reducing how much we take of these overly manufactured products can really help us out. Now, when we're looking at something like sucralose, sucralose is a sweetener. Now, it's an artificial sweetener. That's why we don't want to overdo something like sucralose, but sucralose is also in this product. Now, we have to remember is that there's not an overwhelming amount of these bad products in these foods and these in our case, the protein powder that I'm gonna sample. But we have to remember that if we're just consumed with a processed diet that just always has these foods, then we might run into problems and issues. And so that's why it's important. What does the rest of your day look like? How are you getting in other nutrients? How are you getting in other whole foods? Now, I just wanted to run through that really quickly so you guys understood that the important thing is what you're doing overall. 6 grams of carbohydrates in this, 120 calories, 20 grams of protein per scoop. I like the way that looks. Powder in my shaker bottle. We're gonna shake this up, gonna get it rolling, and we're gonna taste it down. We're gonna see a rating out of 10 in terms of taste. How does it taste? What do I like about it? There we go. These amazing vegan food reviews. Bam! Woo! Ooh, shit, gotta be dancing out here. That's how good this tastes. Jeez. Let's go. Let's get it. Boom! All day, baby. Didn't think you guys could do it, but you guys did. You guys surprised me out here. You guys surprised me. You surprised me, Ghost. Ghost. As I thought you guys were gonna put on a horror film out here saying Ghost. But you had me fucking loving this shit. I'm all for a horror film, but damn, that was a romance. Whew. What am I even saying? Now, typically when you're having a vegan protein powder, what I don't like about it, again, it tastes like grass, tastes like shit. I don't like the way it tastes, okay? But with this one, it actually tastes like an amazing protein powder. I think this protein powder itself would give protein that's not vegan a run for its money. He say this is the most delicious, probably best vegan protein powder in terms of taste that I've ever had. Again, I labeled 3 things that I didn't like about it, but again, the bigger picture of your diet and your nutrition is gonna be the most important thing you do. So, but if you're someone who wants better taste for your vegan protein powder, this is a fucking winner. I'm gonna go ahead and give this out of 10 in terms of taste. So the flavor that I got was the cereal milk. So in terms of the cereal milk, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give this a solid, give it a 9 out of 10 in terms of taste, because this tastes phenomenal. Woo! Let's fucking get it. It's your boy. See you guys in the next episode.